Hello and welcome to our Monday update. Yesterday, in our sermon, we heard about Jesus telling a story, a parable. And in this parable, Jesus makes it clear that evil is more under control than we might think. In all of this, Jesus is inviting you and me to be calm in knowing that our mighty, strange King is in control. He is mighty, he is powerful over evil. Well, throughout the sermon series, we've been inviting you to take part in mighty, strange habits. This past week, I invited you to call somebody. I invited you to reach out to someone whom you haven't connected with in a while. How'd that go for you? I reached out to somebody and he and I talked about running. We talked about our families. It was really great just to catch up since we hadn't had many opportunities to do that through the pandemic. Well, I hope you had a similar experience as you called somebody to reconnect. Well, we are nearing the end of these mighty, strange habits as we're getting further and further into the Lenten season. Now this week, since we heard in our sermon about parables, let's try this out. I want you to identify your favorite parable and then live like it's true. So pick your favorite parable. Now that may not be that hard. Maybe you have 2 or 3 favorite parables. Try to narrow it down to just one. And then once you've picked that one parable, live like it's true. Live in such a way that your life, your words, your actions, they all reflect the reality of this parable. For example, I've been thinking about Matthew chapter 20 and the parable Jesus tells of laborers in the vineyard. So what would it look like for the last to be first? How might I translate that parable into my daily actions? How can I take this story about God's generosity and turn it into generosity toward others? I'll tell you what, at the very least, this week I'm going to be looking for opportunities to let someone go ahead of me so that quite literally the last can be the first. So let me encourage you to pick a favorite parable and then translate it into real life. Translate it into daily habits. Well, as we're getting closer to Holy Week, we have several opportunities here at St. Luke, opportunities for you to draw closer to your walk with Jesus. We've turned our Living Last Supper into a digital performance this year, so be on the lookout for that to be released March 26th. That'll be a great opportunity for you to watch this Living Last Supper drama with your family, with some friends or some neighbors. Also, be sure to check out the Holy Week worship schedule, beginning with Palm Sunday. We're going to have a lot of worship opportunities, also some opportunities for families and young children. Well, thanks for taking the time to watch this Monday update. God's blessings to you on your week, and may God bless us as a congregation as we strive to know the peace and the power of the cross.